This Sunday, the college football playoff teams were released. The teams being Michigan, Washington, Alabama, and Texas. We got to see a great Saturday slate of games, and today we're going to be predicting every single bowl game and be predicting what team will take home the national championship this year in Texas. So let's get to it. So now I'm going to start overlaying my voice over these predictions. So first up in the Military Bowl, we got Tulane and Virginia Tech. Not much to say about Virginia Tech, but Tulane, back-to-back 11-2 seasons, I believe. They're not ranked right now, but they are a very good team. I'm going to pick Tulane to win this game. Let's see, 31-24. North Carolina and West Virginia, both an 8-4 teams. North Carolina, pretty tough schedule in the Duke's Mayo Bowl now. I'm going to predict, let's see. North Carolina is a pretty good team. West Virginia, I haven't really watched them play at all. I'm going to say North Carolina win this game 24-16. I think it's going to be a pretty close battle. So let's see. Let's get into the next one. All right, now, so moving on to the next game, Louisville and USC in the Holiday Bowl. USC 7-5. A lot of ranked team losses against Pac-12 teams. Louisville with an absolute great season. I'm going to take Louisville in this one, but a very close game, 34-33. Texas A&M and Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State getting absolutely destroyed in the Big 12 championship game in the Texas Bowl here. I think Texas A&M might be Oklahoma State will probably be the favorite here. But it's really close to call because Texas A&M don't look like they're a very good team. I'm going to predict Oklahoma State to win this game 27-21. Right now we got SMU and Boston College. Boston College I don't know much about, but SMU, unbelievable win over Tulane in the championship game in the American Athletic Conference. In the Wasabi Fenway Bowl now, they're playing against Boston College. Like I said, I don't know much about Boston College, but I think SMU will win this game 37-31. Rutgers, Miami. Rutgers, unbelievable season. It's a big turnaround season. Doesn't look like the record shows it, but they're not a football school at all. Miami, they were ranked for, I think, quite a while, but kind of fell out of hand. They lost to Florida State, too. But I think Miami has what it takes to destroy Rutgers here. I'm going to predict them to win 34-14. All right, moving on to two great games here. NC State taking on Kansas State in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. NC State with a really good end of the season, finishing 9-3. Kansas State got up to a pretty shaky start. They finished 8-4 and ranked 25th in the country. I really don't see Kansas State getting 5 losses here. I think Kansas State will have this win, but it'll be in a close one, 21-19. Arizona, Oklahoma. Arizona has like 6 wins against top 25 opponents. Oklahoma looking pretty good too, but they missed out on the Big 12 championship. I'm going to say Arizona win this game 30-27. Next up, we got one of the best games so far. Missouri taking on Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl Classic game. Ohio State suffering a very heartbreaking loss to Michigan, which put them back to 6th, and they got ranked to 7th after Alabama's winning against Georgia in the SEC championship. I really see Ohio State pretty much stopping at Missouri here. Well, not stopping much. I'm going to say 28-13 win over Missouri. Clemson, Kentucky. Clemson got up to a very bad start. Unfortunately, in Kentucky, they were pretty much the same the whole season. But Clemson, with a pretty strong finishing results, and 22nd in the country, with an 8-4 record, that's pretty good, I would say. Kentucky not ranked, but they get to play in this bowl game. I'm going to say Clemson win this game, let's say 30-20. But, I mean, it could go either way, I think, but I'm going to say Clemson wins this game. All right, next up, a very good matchup between Oregon State and Notre Dame. Oregon State had to play in a very tough Pac-12 conference, like 6 ranked teams in the Pac-12. Oregon State's being one of them, 19th in the country. But Notre Dame, I just don't know about them. I really don't know about their offense, to be honest. Their defense is very good, but Oregon State, DJ, whatever his name is, his last name is very tough for me to pronounce. I'm going to say Oregon State win this game 35-31. Memphis, Iowa State, don't know much about Iowa State, but Memphis having a pretty good season. But I think Iowa State might have this win here. But I'm going to go with Memphis. Low scoring game. I'm going to say 16-9. They're going to win this game. Even though I think Iowa State, their offense is pretty terrible. So let's see what happens. Next up, we have a pretty good matchup here between Ole Miss and Penn State in the Peach Bowl. This is, this could be going to Ole Miss because Penn State hasn't played anybody really good. Especially in the Big Ten. They only played Michigan and Ohio State, and they both lost those games, and they played everybody else who was terrible in the East and West. So I'm going to go Ole Miss in this one, 38-17. Auburn and Maryland in the Music City Bowl. Maryland, they got off to a really good start in their season, but Auburn is just like, they're playing really good right now. I mean, despite the Alabama loss, they almost beat Alabama, which would have been crazy and huge for some teams, but I'm going to go Auburn win this 40-20. All right, next up, you got Georgia and Florida State in the Orange Bowl. Florida State's not getting picked for the college football playoff, mostly because of Jordan Travis injured. And Georgia losing the SEC championship to Alabama. I think Georgia's going to absolutely destroy them, unfortunately, here. I know they're only 14.5 favorites, but I think they're going to win like 48-20. Toledo and Wyoming, I couldn't really care much about, but Toledo lost their MAC championship, and Wyoming didn't play one, so I'm going to go with Wyoming in this one, 24-13. All right, we now head into New Year's Day with the Relic Quest Bowl between Wisconsin and LSU. To be fair, I watched Ohio State, Wisconsin, and Wisconsin looks pretty good. But it looks like they're 7-5, and LSU's ranked 13th. I'm going to go with LSU. Win this one 30-23, and Liberty and Oregon, the Fiesta Bowl. I'm sorry, Liberty fans. It's not happening. It's just not happening. They played like nobody this season. It's awesome to see their success, but I mean, like, what are they gonna do? Like, they're not gonna compete with Oregon, to be honest. Especially with Oregon, who were favored against Washington and lost, which was unbelievable. So I'm gonna go Oregon and win this one. Let's say 42-17. All right, our next and final game before we head into the college football semifinals, we got Iowa and Tennessee in the Citrus Bowl. Iowa had no offense whatsoever in the Big Ten championship, and they probably still won't have an offense. I'm gonna say Tennessee's gonna win this one, 24-7. Yeah, 24-7 sounds like about right. All right, now the games we've all been waiting for. The semifinals between Alabama and Michigan and Texas and Washington. Michigan coming in as a 1.5-point favorites over Alabama. I don't see it. I just don't see it. Michigan, I mean, they haven't played a bunch of people that are good except for Ohio State, which was a very good, fun game to watch. But Alabama, I think they just had the better resume, of course, beating Georgia. Almost lost to Arkansas, but, so it doesn't matter. I think Alabama going to take this game. Let's say, I think it's going to be a low-scoring one. I'm going to say, let's see, 24-21 going Alabama's way. Texas, Washington, Texas 4.5, or not 4.5, just 4-point favorites. I think this makes no sense at all. Washington has a better resume. They played a tougher Pac-12 conference. I'm going to go with Washington winning this one in a pretty high-scoring game. I think it'll be 35-24 Washington. All right, it is now time to determine who will win the national championship between the Washington Huskies and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Let's get into it. So first off, Alabama beating Michigan, in my opinion. I think that's better than beating Texas, obviously, for Washington because of the higher seed. But Alabama, I mean, I'm just kind of sick of the SEC teams winning the national championship. Georgia, Alabama, in the last for like 4 years or whatever. We haven't seen a Pac-12 team make the championship, I think, since Oregon back in 2014, and they got obliterated by Ohio State. And I don't know when the last time Washington even made or even won a college football playoff, if they made any, or just like won it in general. But I'm going to go with the Pac-12 here. I think the Huskies can do it. I think they can do it. I think they're a better team, better resume. Is what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go Washington winning this game. Let's see. I'm going to go 28-23. And thank you guys for watching this video. I haven't posted in a while, but I need to post sometime soon, so I'll be doing that. And maybe I'll post another video during Christmas time, because I didn't post during Thanksgiving. So please subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you next video.